Hello everyone, welcome back to the size journey. So this video is going to be a fun one. We are going to be comparing Nofrills and Metro. So for those who have been here for a while, you know Nofrills is the cheaper option. But how much cheaper is it really? So to do this comparison, we are going to be buying 10 things that are standard on everybody's grocery list. We are going to try and get the same brand for each item so that we get a good equal comparison. Then we're going to compare the prices for each of them and then see how much the total bill is. The 10 items that we are going to get are a loaf of bread, milk, dozen eggs, apples, banana, spinach, potato, chicken, olive oil and salt. So firstly, let's head to Nofrills and start shopping. Okay, so now we've reached Nofrills and the first thing we're going to pick out is spinach. So spinach comes in a bunch and for each bunch it costs around $2.49. And next we're going to pick out some apples. So there are many different kinds of apples. So we decided to pick out the ambrosia apple. So that cost around $5.49 per kilo. We picked out around 4 of them and that costed us $4.39. Next we go to pick out bananas. So bananas are pretty cheap. They cost around $1.30 per kilo. So the one we picked out is $1.57. Then we go to pick out some potatoes. So potatoes also, there are many kind. And the one I'm going to pick is a baking potato. And they are $3.95 per kilo. And we picked out 4 of them. And that cost us $6.48. Next we're picking up bread. So for bread we usually get the Wonder brand. And at Nofrills, Wonder brand loaf of bread is $2.49. So the one we're picking out is the white one. Next up we are getting chicken. So for chicken there are so many different types. So we usually just get like a pack of chicken breast or chicken thighs. So in this case we decided to go for chicken thighs. So in terms of weight to price ratio, it is around $17.61 per kilo. And the one we had came up to $20.99. Next up we're picking up a bag of milk. The ones we usually go for are the 3.25% one. So this whole bag of milk is 4 liters. And this costed us $6.89. Next one, dozen eggs. So this dozen eggs, it varies brand to brand. So the one we picked is $4.79. We just make sure that the eggs are all good before we pick them. Next, oil. So we always use olive oil for our cooking. We just prefer it that way. And we choose to pick the 1 liter one. We just had to make sure we take the correct brand because we want to ensure that Metro also has this brand. And this costed us $14.99. So at this Nofrills we looked for table salt but we could not find any. So we decided to go for sea salt instead and that cost us $4.99. And now we are done with the shopping of the 10 items. We are just going to check out and we will report back.
So we are done with Nofrills. Now let's head to Metro. Alright, so now we are at Metro and here we are going to buy the next 10 items and compare them with Nofrills. So first off we are at the vegetable section and here we are going to pick some spinach. So the spinach we got is also very similar to Nofrill, which is a bunch, and this bunch cost us $2.99. So here we have the potatoes and we got 4 of them. They are sold for $4.39 per kg and we got them for $5.64. Next up we have the bananas. So we have them for $1.52 per kg. The one we got cost us $1.67. Next up is our apples. So initially in No Frills we got the ambrosia apples, but we couldn't find them here, so we got something that cost very close to it, which is the gala apples, which cost us $6.59 per kg. Based on the amount we took, it cost us like $5.54. Next up we have the bread. So it's the same Wonder Bread that we got for $4.39. Okay, so next up we have the chicken. We couldn't find the same boneless and skinless thighs that we got from No Frills, so we had to get this one, and this one cost us $11.66 per kg. The one we have over here cost us $14.99. Next we have the salt. So same brand that we got from No Frills, which is for $3.99. Next up, the same brand oil that we got from No Frills. It cost us $12.99 here. For the eggs, we got a dozen of them. We couldn't get the same brand, so we got something that is similar to the pricing, and we got it for $3.89. Next, the milk. Same thing, we couldn't get the same brand. However, we got the same 4 liters milk, which is the 3.25% for $6.89. Alright, so here we are checking out, and let's go compare the prices.
Alright, so now let's compare the prices of each item. So firstly, Wonder Bread. So it seems like it's significantly cheaper at No Frills at $2.49. Then we have the 4 liter milk, and though that had the same price at both stores, so nothing to compare there. Then we have a dozen eggs at cheaper at Metro at $3.89. Then we have apples cheaper at No Frills at $4.39. Then we have banana cheaper by 10 cents. Not much, but still cheaper. So at No Frills at $1.57. Then we have spinach $2.49 cheaper at No Frills. Then we have potato cheaper at Metro $5.46. Then we have chicken, which was much cheaper at Metro at $14.99. Then we have olive oil, which was cheaper at Metro for $12.99. And then lastly, salt, $1 cheaper at Metro. And the total came up to $70.07 for No Frills and $62.98 for Metro. Now this is pretty shocking to us because we did not expect Metro to be the cheaper one. We always thought No Frills was the one. Then we thought, okay, maybe we didn't do a fair comparison. Let's change the weight proportion, because some things go by kilos. So maybe we missed out something there. So I did some calculation here, readjusted the prices to reflect per kilo. So for apples, banana and chicken, I put it at per kilo rate, and for potato I left it at 2 kilo rate. And after readjusting the price, the total came to $68.94 for No Frills and $63.69 for Metro. Still not what we observed. What is going on here?
Okay, so we saw from the slides that Metro turned out to be cheaper as compared to No Frills. We are as shocked as you are, and what might be the reason, and why even after that people still prefer going to No Frills? We included, we too prefer going No Frills. There are 3 reasons that we are going to tell you why that might be the case. Okay, so the very first reason is this was just a sample size of 10. Some items might be expensive in one store and some items might be expensive in another, and that might be the case that all these 10 items are just slightly more expensive in No Frills as compared to Metro. So that might be the first reason why. So as you have seen, like items like bread is cheaper in No Frills but is more expensive in Metro. You have seen olive oil is cheaper in Metro as compared to No Frills. But if you see No Frills as a whole, there are a lot more cheaper options in No Frills as compared to Metro. So if you do your weekly or bi-weekly purchases of buying all the items from No Frills, it will turn out to be more affordable as compared to Metro. Huh? Look who we have here. See this pandu? Oh, she's hiding. Look, look. I have been looking for her for so many days. Okay, so the second reason why people, including us, might prefer going to Nofrills is because of their wide variety of international products that are actually affordable. So if you see Metro, we tried going to Metro a few times and we were not able to find as many international products like Asian. You have the masalas or you have the noodles or whatever it may be, vegetables, you're not able to easily find it in Metro. That might be the reason why people prefer to go to Nofrills. Okay, so the third reason that people might prefer going to Nofrills is because of the offers and discounts that they have. For example, they have an in-house brand called No Name. So the items that are under this No Name brand are relatively much cheaper. But again, when I say cheaper, that does not mean good quality. Of course, you can get some of the items like pasta, sodas and stuff like that from the No Name brand, but other products might be not of a good quality. Again, if you're not someone who gives a lot of attention to quality, then you can just go ahead and it would be much affordable. However, Metro on the other side, yes, they do have their own brand as well, but the items are still not very cheap. They're still like slightly to the higher range. So the second example would be the poultry and meat. So they are about $8 to $10. Of course, this really depends. It's not that you can always get this offer, but oftentimes when we have visited Nofrills, we have gotten this offer and the quality of the meat is quite good and we have no disappointments so far. Okay, so the third example would be the price match. So yes, Nofrills does price match with major supermarkets, competitors within the store's geographical trade area under the Won't Be Beat program. So what you have to do is, of course, provide some kind of evidence saying that this particular item, for example banana, are cheaper in another store as compared to Nofrills, and they would be able to give you the difference or provide you with a store credit for that. Okay, so with the amount of good things that we have spoken about Nofrills, they should be sponsoring us by now. So if anyone from Nofrills is watching, please sponsor us. Anyways, so of course we are not trying to put Metro down. We also want to talk about some points about Metro. Now, whenever we have been to Metro, we realize that their produce section, their meat section, their bakery section, all the items there are very fresh. So of course, when you're paying for the quality, your price would be higher. They also have like live food section where they prepare food on the spot. They have a deli section. They also have a bakery section. So of course, when you add all this up, it will increase the cost. And just the overall ambience and atmosphere, the way the items are presented, the way the items are put, equates to the quality as well, which is why Metro is on the expensive side. Alright, so we have come to the end of the video, and this was a really fun experience that we did, comparing the prices and stuff. We are planning to do more of such videos for you, and it's fun for us as well. Do let us know if you want more of such videos. Till then, you know what to do, which is to stay happy, stay healthy, take care of yourself. See ya. Bye-bye.